All right. So we got the hype is real. We got the Lions coming off a victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. I think all of us are extremely excited about that. I really do. I think they're extremely excited about it. I am. You are. We got a victory. Who cares what it looked like? But in part, it actually looked really good. So let's just talk about a few things. And you see the title, it's The Detroit Lions Are Built Different. So in this video, I want to talk to you about what is different about this team than other Detroit Lions teams in the past and some of my major takeaways from the game. So before we get into that, if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, leave a comment. What was your favorite thing about this game? What was your favorite player? What was your favorite play? Give me all of it. I don't care. Leave some comments in the thread for sure. But I'm telling you, this team is built different. And here's the reason they're built different. We didn't have any of this second year fall off. We didn't have any of these find a way to lose. In fact, it was the complete opposite. So for my first way that this team is built different, I want to talk about how the whole same old Lions rhetoric, get it out of here. It's time that we no longer think about it. If you were part of our live feed, we had 3 different guests on the show. 2 of them are part of the Sports Talk Detroit team, Sports Talk Fantasy, Sports Talk Wisconsin. Another one is just a guy who is funny and loves sports and is a NFL nut. That was Clint. All 3 of them came on here, gave their honest opinion about the Detroit Lions and how good this team is. These were all guys that are fans of teams in the division. They've seen the Lions be terrible for a long time, and they're like, stop worrying. Detroit Lions fans, stop worrying. This is a good football team. And I think it's just so hard for us to believe as Lions fans that we could actually have something good this year. Believe it. It's real. And the reason it's real is because we beat the Chiefs 21-20, but it's not just one game. Combine that before where we won the final game of last year in the freezing cold against Green Bay. Combine that with the fact that we went 8-2 down the stretch. Combine that with the fact that this is a 9-2 stretch overall. If you take last year, 11 games where we have found ways to win games. This is the new norm. I think we need to get used to that. I think we need to realize that this is the new normal. It's not what used to happen. It's not finding ways to lose. It's not Justin Tucker hitting 60 million yard field goals. Okay, it's not that anymore. And will that happen every once in a while? Of course. Every team loses. Every team loses in weird fashion. But what we saw was different. I think I came to a realization of how this team is built different. And what I was thinking about was in years past, it seems like we'd be in it, we'd have this big comeback, but in the fourth quarter, something would go wrong because we were always pressing. We're always pressing. And usually we probably didn't have the talent. But as we went down the stretch last year and last night, it was very apparent last night, the Chiefs were the team that had to press. We put pressure on them. Our offensive line wore down their defensive line. Our secondary was honestly pretty darn good, and you saw them make mistakes because of it. That's what happens when the talent level equals out or turns in our favor. I don't know if any of you saw Dan Campbell in the post game. He's saying this is what we expect. CJ Gardner-Johnson saying not the same Lions, making videos. The team believes, and that's really all that matters. That's all that matters. All right, my next reason this team is built different, the backfield. David Montgomery, but more so Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, let's just make this clear. Numbers may not exactly say it. David Montgomery is a step up from Jamal Williams. He is, period. All right. It was very obvious. His ability to make people miss, his ability to make a couple of cuts instead of just find the open hole, put a shoulder down. He is everything Jamal Williams is and a little bit more. Number 2, Jahmyr Gibbs. He only got 7 carries, but he proved already he is significantly better than DeAndre Swift. Okay, because he proved that on the outside, DeAndre Swift would either cut it out, he wouldn't get a first down. Gibbs not only can make the man miss in the hole, which he did on different occasions, but also his speed to get around the outside is different. And when contact comes his way, he's almost always breaking 1, 2, or 3 tackles. The wiggle didn't surprise me. But when he gets to the outside, he's bouncing off corners, he's bouncing off linebackers. That surprised me. That was a big deal. So that was why this team is built different. Number 2, we are more talented in the backfield. And when you combine that with this offensive line, that is going to be very good all year. All right. The reason number 3, this team is built different. Aiden Hutchinson is a legit all-pro candidate on the edge. We haven't had one of those in a long time. We've had a lot of good edges. Ziggy Ansah was good for a couple years. Cliff Averill was good. You know I'm going to miss somebody. It's okay. Van Den Bosch with the red. You remember those red contacts that he would put in? Oh, my goodness. Like, there were guys that were good edge rushers, and they were talented, but none of them were elite. Okay. They were all good. Like, oh, maybe they'll make a Pro Bowl type of thing. No. Hutch has the ability to be elite. So the next reason this team is built different is because their GM keeps hitting on draft picks. Let me give me a confidence meter. All right. Scale of 1 to 10. What's your confidence level that Gibbs is going to be good? Scale of 1 to 10. What's your confidence level in Brian Branch after game 1? Scale of 1 to 10. What's your confidence level in Sam Laporta? 5 targets, 5 catches, 39 yards. Actually pretty good pass and run blocking grades via PFF as well, just in case you were wondering. All right. Scale of 1 to 10. What's your confidence level in Jack Campbell? For rookies to go out, contribute, not be a problem, but in fact, help a team win in their first game in the NFL in Arrowhead, that is remarkable. Okay. And here's another reason this team is built different. We made many mistakes. If you watch the live feed, you heard me say crucial mistake often. And I think that's because I thought that would be it. But here's the difference. The vast majority of the mistakes that the Detroit Lions made were in the first half. They cleaned it up and they played much closer to mistake-free football in the second half, whereas the Kansas City Chiefs made mistakes in the second half. That is different. We're used to seeing a Lions team that makes mistakes in the fourth quarter. This team executed. They absolutely executed. So this is why this Lions team is built different. This is why you can get on the hype train. This is why you can be excited for Seattle next week. This is why you can be thinking, do they have a chance to win the division? All of it's on the table. It's okay. Enjoy the moment. Be a fan. Don't be stuck with the same old Lions stuff, because you need to admit the last 10 games of the last season and this game were different. Even when we didn't play well, we still beat the defending Super Bowl champs. There's something to be said for that. Now let's see what we can do when we start really playing well. All right. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe, like it, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.